Hello decoders, welcome to the Jitendra Decodes. In today's video, we are going to decode what is SDLC. As you know, SDLC is the software development lifecycle and it is structured roadmap that teams uses to turn an idea into reliable software. Here key considerations are clear requirements, iterative testing and choosing the right model, either waterfall, agile or hybrid for your project and your team. Start by asking who the users are and what problem you want to solve and how well you will measure the success. So now let's understand SDLC with your real life example. Imagine you are sitting across from a curious friend who wants to build an app. You begin by telling a story that makes SDLC feels like a journey everyone can join. First comes the requirement. The moment you listen, ask questions, write down what the user truly needs. This is where a scope is born and where misunderstandings either start or are avoided. So spend time here and involve stakeholders early. Now the next step, feasibility and planning. This step is just like a map maker, checking the terrain. Can we build this within budget, time and technology? Are there any constraints and what risk might derail you? Then we move into the design phase where architects sketch the high level structure, engineers draft the low level details, so the code that follows here is a clear cut a blueprint of your project. When you reach coding phase, the story becomes hands on. Developers translate the design into working feature and good habits of clean coding, version control and peer reviews keep the plot readable and maintainable. As features appear, the testing phase comes into play and this is a very critical role. Finding bugs, verifying requirements and ensuring quality. Testing isn't a just chapter but a recurring theme that runs alongside with the development. After testing passes, the deployment that appears, which is a public premiere. The software that goes live, users arrive and monitoring begins to watch for real world surprises. Finally, the maintenance phase, which is the long tail of a tail. Patches, updates and performance tuning and new features keep the story alive and relevant. Along the way, you choose the model like waterfall, which treats phases sequentially for predictability, while agile embraces short iterations and constant feedback loop so the product evolves with user needs. Many teams blend approaches to fit their context. For a beginner, focus on mastering one phase at a time, practicing communications. For a pro, learn the balance and trade-offs, automate testing and deployment, and measure the outcome with matrices. Remember that security, documentation and user feedback are not optional footnotes but the recurring characteristics that influences every phase. Here, common pitfalls include rushing to the requirements, skipping tests and ignoring maintainability. Mitigate this by building small, testable increments, automating repetitive tasks and keeping stakeholders in the loop. If you want a quick checklist to start, clarify the problem, pick a model, write acceptance criteria, automate the test and plan for maintenance. This is a SDLC story from a continuous collaborative journey from idea to impact, where each phase hands on to the baton to the next and where learning and adoption keeps the product alive. Hope you understand this life cycle and makes you curious to learn more. That's it for today. Good luck on your learning journey and I'll see you in the next video. Please comment what you want to decode next and like, share this video, subscribe to JitendraDeCodes and don't forget to share with the one who can also get benefited. Happy decoding.